They expect them to be protected from dangers like drugs, especially on school grounds. But one Tucson parent claims not only are drugs on one school campus, they actually led in part to her son's deep descent into drug abuse. April Madison is continuing a Not on Your Side investigation into heroin in the hallways.
There is no hero in heroin. Jan Nargi sat down with 9 on Your Side, going over the story detailed in her book, a story about a mother and her son's journey with his addiction.
It was basically a collaboration when he had gone through a second recovery from his heroin addiction. And we thought doing something like this might help him focus on something other than finding his old friends, using, and maybe having something positive come from it.
She told me it all started one day when Nargi's son and a group of friends got bored.
My son is highly intelligent, and he's very bored. He's bored very easily. He started smoking pot. They started trying to sell it in school to make more money to buy the pot. It got very easy for him. He got bored. He started experimenting with OxyContin. Actually, his friend's mother turned him on to smoking the OxyContin, and then another friend's family turned him on to the heroin.
Everybody's gonna know about it, so they don't.
Nargi's son, we've agreed to withhold his first name, describes how easy it was to use the drugs at school.
I would just sit in class and just grind up lines, snort lines, right in class. It was so easy. I remember I would walk around the school and smoke weed out of a pipe, just
in the hallways.
In the hallways, walking around, whatever.
That school, Mountain View High School. Jan Nargi describes her fight to get the school to do something.
I'm a single parent, and I didn't want him to be a statistic, and he spent more time in the schools than he did with me. And so I went to the schools and I said, you know, he's smoking pot, he's smoking OxyContin, he's using heroin, and I didn't get anywhere.
Nargi told me that one administrator told her she didn't have time to look into her son's drug use at the school, but if they saw it, they'd arrest him.
They actually took away his off-duty, off-campus pass, and they still let him leave, actually. And he ended up getting arrested one afternoon when he was supposed to be in class. I went 100 days without going to school, and they didn't call me. I went to the police. I tried to get him arrested. I did a lot of things to try to help, try to get him arrested and get him the help they needed, because unfortunately, unless he's in the system, he can't get the help.
Back in 2009, KGUN-9 went to Mountain View High School to question Nargi's claims. Administrators told us they followed strict guidelines when it came to drug use, but couldn't tell us what action, if any, the school actually took. They pointed out that everything had happened under a previous principal and insisted that the school has a strict no-tolerance drug policy. But Nargi and her son say they have stayed in touch with parents and current students. The problem, they say, is getting worse.
Studies on ethics, they should be studying about drugs, and having parents come in and do classes. Maybe they should close campuses so kids can't leave that easily. Maybe they should require a curriculum in drug addiction and prevention.
Shut the whole school down, bring the drug dogs through, bust somebody, make an example out of somebody with like the task force that nobody knows about, come in there and take them to jail, like right in class.
Do you think if that happened to you that would have made a difference?
Oh yeah, if I would have made an example like that, definitely. If they would have scared me, yeah.
Nargi hopes her book will educate parents and the community about what's really happening and make schools take a more active approach on prevention. April Madison, KGUN-9 on Your Side.
When it comes